Hello everybody. I'm making this video today with good news for you people. You can see what's written here. Obama's apocryphal Kenya trip. Apocryphal. Apocryphal means I don't know what apocryphal means. I think it means you didn't write it. It's plagiarism. You stole something from somebody. Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit here. Obama made his book Dreams from My Father. And in that book, he had a contract with his editor, with his publisher, and the evidence strongly suggests that Obama went not to Kenya to do the research, but to the local library to do some borderline plagiarizing. So today is Monday. Saturday, Ariel Sharon died, and Carl Gallups of P.P. Simmons made he made a book, he made articles, he made videos saying that the Israeli rabbi called Yitzhak Kaduri had prophesied that he had prophetical dreams. He said he met with Jesus, he met with the Messiah. He said I met with the Messiah. In his dreams he would meet the Messiah. And the Messiah had told him that he would come and the apocalypse would happen when Ariel Sharon died. And in some circles, I don't know, in the religious circles, people like Christians like Carl Gallups. Carl Gallups is a pastor. You know, he's a preacher in a church. He has a radio show, P.P. Simmons. And those people have been waiting for Ariel Sharon to die. Sounds kind of sinister, but they've been waiting for Ariel Sharon to die because that was the signal that rabbi's prophetical dreams would come true. His prophecy was for the moment when Ariel Sharon died. Now it was Saturday he died. And I was wondering, I wonder about these people who make these prophecies. There was one guy called Harold Camping who announced that the end of the world was supposed to be on May 12th in 2011 or something like that. And they said that the people said that he had made all kinds of prophecies during the years he had made. There had been a prophecy in 2009. There had been a prophecy before that too. So I'm curious about these guys because either they're wrong or else they're frauds or else whatever. I mean, Jim Jones was announcing the end of the world if everybody didn't drink poison, and then same with Heaven's Gate. They also said it would be the end of the world unless they all committed suicide because they wanted to go to the comet. They wanted to go to be in heaven in the comet Halley or whatever, Halley's comet. And then you get these other things like people often get caught up in their minds, and anyways, but why am I interested in these people? It's because Obama had 666 drawn in the lottery the day after his election. So seeing as for the Bible, that means Obama is the Antichrist because 666 is the mark of the beast. So Obama is the beast. The beast is the Antichrist. The obvious question is, well, if this guy Obama is the Antichrist, is he going to be revealed as the Bible says in the apocalypse, or does the Antichrist go scot-free? Is this the new Bible? That Satan is cool, Lucifer is cool, the Antichrist is cool, and he can be president of the United States. He gets all the praise, all the honors, and he retires at the end of his presidency. He has not revealed his birth certificate. He's more than doubled the debt. In 2 more years, he's going to have them put up 3 times the debt. I mean, Obama is not an economist. This guy is not a professional. He's not a Nobel Peace Prize of economy. He is not very good with money. This guy is a big spender. He steals money. He's a robber. Okay, so I'm getting off topic here. So when Ariel Sharon died, I was thinking, okay, we have this Antichrist Obama. He's in the White House. He's in power. This guy is the Antichrist. He's Satan. So if the Bible is to be believed, the forces of goodness win over the forces of evil. That's what the Bible says. That's what the Apocalypse is. The forces of evil are revealed. Like Al Capone was doing all kinds of crime in Chicago, and he was revealed. He was revealed. Finally, somebody said, this guy is, we're going to reveal all this corruption. He was doing alcohol, he was doing prostitution, he was doing corruption, corrupting all the officials of Chicago, all the governing body. And of course he was providing them with prostitutes, so then he held them. But then somebody came up and said, hey, Mr. Capone is not paying his taxes. So they just hauled him off to jail for, they just took him off to jail for like 8 months for his taxes, for his 1 year's taxes. Then I think it was on and off, and then they booked him. Then they put him in for 20 years. And it's the same thing with Obama. Obama has such power. He's just like Al Capone. He just has power, endless power. And he probably has all kinds of things on the other people, like their mistresses and probably what they do, what Obama does, and what his Chicago gangsters do is they pay money to these guys, and then they say, well, you know, if you snitch on us, then snitch on Obama about his birth certificate or whatever. We'll reveal that we paid you money, we gave you money, we corrupted you. But like Al Capone was tripped up by his taxes, the IRS. Obama is tripped up by his writings because he is not a writer, he's not an intellectual. Obama cannot write, there are no books which he's written which can be seen. Nobody can see what he's written. There's just one poem from his Occidental College, which is a poem about incest and pedophilia and adult to boy sex relations. It's awesome. It's crazy. It's frightening. It's hair-raising. All his writings from high school and everything and college have been sealed. And he went to Columbia University, he says, for a couple of years. Nobody knows him from there. So Obama cannot write. When he writes, a few things he's written, the grammar is not, he cannot write English correctly. He can't write English. It's his sentences are completely wrong. So that being said, there is this one thing, his autobiography, and his autobiography is strange because there are hundreds of things in the autobiography which have been picked up, lifted, we say lifted, from another lady who's called Kuki Gallmann. Kuki Gallmann. So this guy here, Jack Cashill, he has a researcher called Sean Glasgow, a tireless researcher into all things Obama. And he looked at Obama's book about Kenya, his research trip on Kenya. Well, what Obama says about Kenya, like Obama says, well, in Kenya things are like this and like that, like this and like that. So this lady Gallmann lived for 20 years in Kenya, and she wrote 2 books. One book was I Dreamed of Africa. That was a film that was made with Kim Basinger. And then another book called African Nights, and he compared Obama's book to those two books, and he says already I dreamed of Africa. You know, Obama is really really a con artist, because he picked up the name of his book. I mean, it's beyond laziness. I mean, this is sin. It's like he wanted to kidnap Gallmann or something. He just took the book, you know. He's so lazy. He just took the I dreamed of Africa. He said, I dreams of my father. It's just idiotic. So there's one example which he recalls. Like, this lady Gallmann said, she was tells the reader about a certain fellow. She says, he was a little man with a perennial grin and a readiness to obey and volunteer for any work. His sentences often became tangled in a painful stutter. In Dreams from My Father, Obama meets a man just like that. He meets a man just like that. Same description. He was a short gentleman with a bit of a stutter. He did odd jobs. He just takes the thing. He just takes over the person she's talking about. She's talking about this guy who has a slight stutter and who will do odd jobs. He'll do any job. So, you know, he says he did odd jobs. He had a bit of a stutter, and he was a short gentleman. You know, and she said he's a little man with a perennial grin. You know, and he says he's gentle. You know, he has a perennial grin, so he says he's a gentleman. There's just this idea of stealing. I mean, Obama's a robber. He's a thief. He's a thief. Okay, so that's just the appetizer. Okay, but then this guy does real research, and he does the research all the way, and it's not good for Obama. He uses all these words. Okay, baobab, bang, boma, samosa, shamba, liana, tilapia, kanga, shuka. Okay, that's maybe not too bad, because if you go to Kenya, obviously those are words you're going to hear. If you go to Mombasa or wherever, you're going to hear about those. But Jack Cashill, who made this article, thinks that Obama is not educated enough and wouldn't know. And in three trips to Kenya, you wouldn't learn all those things. But then afterwards it gets really weird. It gets really weird because this guy picked up words and phrases. So when you make a sentence, you use a certain verb associated with a certain verb with a certain word. And here he's picked up the verbs which Obama used, which are the same for her. Like young women are wrapped in their kangas. Wrapped in their kangas. I mean, wrapped in their kangas, you know. That's something that nobody could write but that lady. It's only that lady who could have written that. Can't be Obama is the only guy in the whole world of 7 billion people who use that. You Google wrapped in their kangas and there'll be 2 people who used it. Kuki Gallmann first, and then a few years later, Barack Hussein Obama, President of the United States. Because it's not just this wrapped in kangas, it's dressed in rags, you know. You Google these things and you'll find that Kuki Gallmann used that phrase. Now Obama used it like 5 years later. The women in both books wear shukas, head shawls, headscarves, goatskins, and balance baskets on heads graced with laughing smiles. You know, he copied everything. He copied everything. But there are hundreds like this. This gets good. This gets very good. On the animal front, men in both books spear fish in ink black waters. You know, who calls waters ink black waters? You know, you don't do that, because Kuki Gallmann is an Italian lady who learned English and lived in South Africa. So she's going to be speaking with a vocabulary which is not Obama's American vocabulary. He just comes and he steals the stuff. He's just stealing the stuff off an Italian lady. An Italian lady has a vocabulary and an imagination. You know, Italian people are very much into style, very stylishly oriented, and they're aesthetical. They have a very strong aesthetical perspective of everything, the way they dress, the way their physical appearance. They're very careful about their physical appearance. Not like Americans. They're not free and easy like Americans. The Italians aren't at all like that. I mean, if they're going to go to the beach, you know, they go to the beach with couture, fashion designer swimsuit and glasses, and then they have the special cream and everything. No, they're not, Italians are different. Obama cannot. You can't. Obama would not write like an Italian. He would not do that. That's Obama. I don't know where he comes from. If he comes from Kansas, like his mother's from Kansas, a black guy from Kansas is not the same as an Italian lady. This lady Kuki Gallmann, she's working for the UN. She's hanging out with ambassadors. This, you know. Okay, so on the animal front, ink black waters. You know, that's really literary. That's intellectual. That's not intellectual, but it's like chic, you know. It's chic, high class, you know. Ink black waters, you know. Okay, but Obama just copies that, you know. He thinks that's cool. Hey, I'm going to be cool. And hunt by torchlight, you know. He can't make this up. Obama can't. They hunt by torchlight, you know. Obama can't make this stuff up. He's just copied it. You can go to Google. You Google each one of these, and you'll see there are only two people in the world use this. It's Kuki Gallmann and Obama. Elephants are seen. Okay, look at this. This is great. Elephants are seen fanning themselves. You know, is Obama going to say elephants are fanning themselves? He picked it up. Oh, listen to this. Birds trill. They trill. You know, birds trill. Yeah, Obama can't say birds trill because the Americans don't say. Nobody says birds trill. Americans don't say that. Okay, insects buzz. Insects buzz. Obama's not going to say insects buzz. You people look at Obama talking to the teleprompter. This guy is not an intellectual. He is an idiot. He does not say insects buzz. Obama just talks about community organizing, you know. He's just a community organizer. He's an idiot. Weaver birds, okay, weaver birds nest, you know. You can't have people use the same phrase as somebody else in hundreds of examples. Okay, monkeys. Okay, so what am I getting to, people? I'm getting to that this is the apocalypse. You understand that? Obama stole Kuki Gallmann's book to write his own biography. So this guy is obviously hiding something because he didn't go to Kenya. He didn't write this. So this is the apocalypse because Obama is the president of the United States. He's the most powerful man in the world, and he has stolen his biography. So he has a problem. He has a problem. We don't have a problem. We have good news to announce today. It's the apocalypse. Obama has a problem that his book was stolen. So this guy is a fraud, and that means that he is going to get sued in court by Darrell Issa or Rand Paul, Senator Rand Paul, and he's going to get all the birthers like Larry Klayman and Orly Pics all over him. Plus, Obama's going to get Sheriff Joe Arpaio all over him because Sheriff Joe Arpaio is a guy who is a cop, and he goes after fraud, crime, felony, all that stuff. And Obama committed a crime in Maricopa County, where Sheriff Arpaio is, in Phoenix, Arizona. Obama came along and he said, I'm going to get on the list, the electoral lists in Maricopa County. And he was using a fake birth certificate to do that. So he committed a felony. Obama committed a felony in Maricopa County. So Joe Arpaio is the sheriff. He's the toughest sheriff in America. And he has jurisdiction over Maricopa County and Phoenix, Arizona. It's the biggest, you know, Maricopa County is the biggest district of Arizona. It's the Maricopa County, and then you got the small counties around that. We're on the periphery. Maricopa County is Phoenix, and Obama was on the electoral lists there, and he signed in. He signed into the electoral list. He used a fake birth certificate. He used a plagiarized biography to claim that he was somebody he was not. He claimed he was from Kenya and everything, and he didn't even go. He didn't even go to Kenya. He just went to the local library and stole everything from that lady's book. So this is evidence in the case. Joe Arpaio's case against Obama, and Joe Arpaio will have to give that evidence, which he finds on Obama, about this forgery, forgery, plagiarizing. He's going to have to give that to Darrell Issa and Senator Rand Paul, and also to Orly Tates and to Larry Klayman, so that they can all work as a team, and that they can just clobber this guy. We cannot put up with this anymore. So, okay, Ariel Sharon died Saturday. Then Sunday, this guy, Jack Cashill, was on the radio. That's when I picked this up. It was on the Birther Report. And today he's in American Thinker, and he gives the details. You see, this is American Thinker here. He gives the details about all the lying and the lying and everything he picked up. Obama just stole the books. The books share veritable Noah's Ark of additional fauna. There's all this. It's very easy. He has copied everything from both the books: crickets, crocodiles, starlings, dragonflies, cattle, lions, sand crabs, vultures, hyenas, herds of gazelle. He just picked it up. And leopards that can hold small animals in their jaws. You see, leopards, if you use this sentence, leopards that can hold small animals in their jaws, it's so gross. It's so gross. It's a forgery and a plagiarism which is done in a very gross way. Just like his birth certificate, they say, like Joe Arpaio says, it's 100% fake. It's 100% fake. Okay, now we're talking about the animals. Now about the flora. Roadside palms, yellow grass. Yellow grass. It's not like Obama's a poet. He's no poet. This is very poetic. Red bougainvillea, pink bougainvillea. And does Obama give a damn about pink bougainvillea? He doesn't give a damn. Obama doesn't give a damn about anything. He's just a community organizer. The rabble rouser, fig tree, shady mango trees. Obama just wants to, get his hands on your money. He didn't give a damn about shady mango trees, thorn brush, banana leaves. But he got his hands on her words, and he just copied them and pasted them. Baobab trees, liana vines, tomatoes. Like Obama's a specialist in flowers now. This lady, Kuki Gallmann, she loves flowers. She loves animals and she loves people. Obama hates people. He hates animals and he hates flowers. So it doesn't fit. So why is he talking about all this wonderful stuff? Nothing is wonderful about Obama. There's nothing wonderful about him. The landscape occasionally barren. Obama is the landscape is occasionally barren. As if Obama would have any kind of poetry in his mind. Is rich in undulating hills. Obama is not a writer. He doesn't know how to write. Whose grazing lands are dotted with the occasional watering hole. This is like a person who is educated. This is the person who wrote this is educated. This is educated writing. Obama is not educated. Listen to him talk. When he talks, he says, "Hey, y'all." He's always saying, "Hey, y'all." Y'all. He's not educated. This is not an educated guy. This is like a street hustler. Obama's a drug dealer. The mud and dung houses featured thatched roofs. Obama doesn't know what a thatched roof is. Verandas and vegetable gardens. Obama doesn't know what a veranda is. Obama doesn't know what a vegetable garden is. Obama knows Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's all. Obama does black on white knockouts. He doesn't give a damn about vegetable gardens, verandas, and thatched roofs. People seem to be carrying straw mats everywhere. People seem to be carrying straw mats everywhere. You know, Obama went to Kenya and he asked his cousin Raila Odinga to. He was running for president, and he campaigned for him. And Raila Odinga organized mobs of Muslims who went around hacking people with machetes, you know, and there were thousands of Christians who were killed, and they torched churches, you know. So Obama doesn't give a damn about people carrying straw mats everywhere, you know. Obama's main concern is Muslim mob gangs going around and hacking people with machetes. So let's not mix up this Italian high-class five-star lady with a community organizer like Obama, who's getting his Muslim cousin Raila Odinga into power. The stars glint. You know, Obama doesn't know what glint means. And people waltz underneath them. People waltz underneath them. This is not Obama. Eyes glimmer in the light of campfires. Eyes glimmer in the light of campfires. No. Obama was working as a prostitute on Waikiki Beach and snorting coke when he was 15, you know. So eyes don't glimmer in the light of campfires. That's not what happens. Guys are high on coke, and he's worked as a prostitute for older white gay men. You know, so I don't know what kind of glimmer he said. I think the more Obama was probably like Chris Matthews with a tingle in his leg. Children sing in high-pitched rhythms. You know, Obama wrote a pedophilic poem called "Pop." When he was in Occidental, pedophilia. You know, a man to child to was it adult to boy sexual relations, incest with his father. I mean, Obama is not a good guy, and girls endure barbaric circumcision. You know, Obama doesn't give a damn about girls. He's a homosexual. Obama, like Gallmann, travels to the Great Rift Valley and stands at its edge. You know, both visit the small trading town of Narok. So he does exactly the same thing as she did. So, okay, people, you people have to go out and reveal this, because this is the end of Obama's presidency. This is an important moment. Okay, bye-bye.